Good morning, 62. Sarasota Tim here, coming to you from inside the Crasher here in Jacksonville, Florida. Man, does it feel good to be home. Folks, I'm telling you, there's nothing like, going off and having a good time, but when you get back to your home base, wherever you live, there's something special about it. And this was a new home base for me that I was at for maybe 10 days. And I bailed and went back down. And guess what? I'm going to be here only 24 hours. And I'm going to go back down there. I can't stay away from Boynton Beach. But anyway, looking at the weather here. This is a 10. They're giving it a 10. All this area, St. Augustine, Palm Coast. They're giving everything a 10. Today is 71. Sunny, bright sun, no wind. Sunny, beautiful day. Tomorrow, rain. Tomorrow, I'm out of here. So, folks, I'm here in the Crasher. Yesterday when I got back, I got all kind of good news to tell you about. Forgive my eyes. I did my eye drops this morning. I literally have a bag of eye drops. There's so many different eye drops, a variety in there at different times of the day. It's driving me nuts. But I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And before I get into the devotional this morning, I'm going to talk a little bit. And then when I get out the devotional, all those you want to run away, here's a heads up for you. But anyway, it's a great one this morning too. It is fantastic. I say that about everyone, right? Oh, I see something on the floor. Let me pick it up. I can't stand a mess. Well, I got my DJI mic. I'm going to go ahead and put it on, but I wanted to show it to you guys first. Here it is. This is what it looks like. It has this case, which is right here. It's beautiful. And you get two, it'll come on. You get two microphones, which are those two on the end. And then the piece in the middle there that's got all the lights on it, that actually goes into the end of my phone. So you put these on right here. There's a magnet on the back right there that you can stick it, on your shirt. And for those that told me next time you get an offer for a microphone with a windscreen, well, I had to buy it. I didn't get it. But look, I got two of them, one for each cat foot, cat's paw, whatever they call these things, but they really work. So I'll be putting that on like that right there. So let's go ahead and get mic'd up because I want to give you guys good audio. All right, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. I got a little meter on this thing right here that's on my phone that shows the green light going across, and if it's too strong of a volume, you can adjust all of these things. So I have two of these. So if I do an interview with somebody and they're a very soft-spoken person, I can turn the gain up, and if they're a real loud person like I am, then we can adjust it down. So here are those two USB lithium battery fans. And I'm telling you, I just cannot believe how long they will run. I had one over my bed. I'm charging them. And it ran for 2 days. I forgot about it because it's whisper quiet on low. And it was still running. I mean, they're just amazing. And I have my, this was sent to me to do a review on. This is a rechargeable device that you put these AA's or AAA rechargeable batteries in. They sent me a bunch of batteries, but then I bought more of my own because I have all of these little things around the RV that have rechargeable batteries in them. In fact, I want to take this one and recharge the batteries in it. It has different colors. And I have another one somewhere in here. Where's it at? Where's it at? I'll take the batteries out in a minute. So let's go back here and take a look at the bedroom because it's time for another tour. I won't bore you with all the details, but everything is still operative. The slides work in and out after traveling now 2 or 3 times and moving this thing around. I went over some bumps on 95 in that slow lane where those truckers go, making all those big potholes. I tried to avoid them, but some were unavoidable. We got the big mirror here, of course. with all the room down here to get dressed. I'm wearing my cargo, you can see them right here. I got my cargo Wrangler stretchy zip pocket warm until it warms up because it's like 43 out there. And I have, for heat, I'm running this, I've had this for years. This is what I told you I bought years ago, and I put in my tent when I took my motorcycle trips, and I got on a camp spot with electricity, and I put that inside, and man, you talking about run you out of there. What's nice about this one is you can turn this little thermostat here, and it'll shut off and on. But my rugs, I shook them all out yesterday and cleaned them up. What a difference it makes on how it looks in here and how it feels to walk around barefooted on this cold, chilly floor. So all my totes and storage things that I brought behind me on the back of the Tundra is all stored underneath the camper. And I have this giant camp space here. I mean, it's giant. And of course, it's got 50 amp, 30 amp, whatever you need amp, it's got it. So I can run this, the TV, the refrigerator, the space heater, the furnace. In fact, let's turn the old furnace on. Here's a remote. Let's turn it on. And let's just do ambiance. We don't need the heat. We got us a heater. So let's turn that down. It's 60 degrees in here. I got it set on 73. There we go. We just shut it off. See? First thing it shows you is what the temperature is in here. I got a notification to take eye drops, but I did them early already, so I can dismiss that one. That's my 7 o'clock call. Yeah. So I got these charging, and I'll put these batteries in a minute. But I just wanted to tell you guys the great news. All right, when I moved here, I was really concerned about my internet with Visible Wireless. Oh my gosh, I had to go into town, and it would zoom right up then. I mean, if I went into Jacksonville, anywhere around the area where there's Verizon towers, there just doesn't happen to be any out here where I'm at. And believe me, I'm only minutes away from the world. But it's just so nice here. Quiet. Oh, it's just amazing. What a find. Anyway, I got here and I looked at my phone to see in the taskbar like what my signal is. 5G full bars. Yeah. So T-Mobile, man, thank you T-Mobile. Works great right here at the house. She's talking about the weather, how great it's going to be today. Jacksonville is pretty cool. The flavor you get when you meet people is completely different. I have nothing against Northerners or New York or anything, but when you're in Boynton Beach, you actually, I've never been to New York, but you actually feel like you're in New York City. And why do I say that? Well, because every New Yorker in New York City comes and has come for years to Palm Beach County. And more and more and more have been moving there permanently and retired and live there. How do I know from New York? As soon as they open their mouth. I mean, when you're from New York, it's like a Southerner. There's no question you know where they're from, just like a Southerner. So you come up here, and it's not the accent, it's the culture, it's the Southern ways. Like, this is Southern Georgia, Carolinas, and the Panhandle. If you go out west on 10, you go to Panama City, Destin, Mobile, and Pensacola, and all these great places. You ever seen the beaches? I'm going to get out there and show you. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to be traveling soon as I get this eye thing done. And those beaches are amazing. You talking about white sugar sand. That's what they got. So I think what I'll do is I'll make a separate video for the devotional. And this is just going to be a little morning chat that I gave you guys to tell you about the great T-Mobile signal. I'll bet you if I got that home internet, but who needs it? If the phone is screaming fast, you know, and I'm not even close to my 100 gigs yet, and I left it on. I'm doing the hotspot. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos last night on how to work my DJI microphone, which is really simple. I just wanted to kind of refresh myself. And I was just watching, I don't know, some other stuff, listening to some music of what you need internet, because I watch, they're demoing a building, demolition in Jacksonville. That I-10 where it connects to 95, when you come up 95, it is all under construction. And that's going to be, I don't know how long that's going to take. It's going to take a while. It's really scary driving through there pulling a camper, because you got to go slow. There's a lot of whoop-de-doos and stuff. And these people are just flying through there. You know, they go through there every day. They know it. But, you know, I got through it. I could take the 295 instead of coming up to downtown. The first part when you're coming north from West Palm, you hit the Beltway, the 295. It's a big circle freeway called 295 that goes around Jacksonville, the whole perimeter. And you can take that and go west, and it eventually turns back up to the north to the 10, and you go right past Orange Park, which is where I hang, because that's where the gym is, the BJ's is, the eateries are that I'm familiar with, everything. Yesterday when I got off on Phillips Highway to go to BJ's, by the way, when I made that video, I did get in there. There was a Walgreens or something that was in the front. I went around to the front of it, came down the front of Walgreens, and then they're back. When you leave the side, you can come right in to that gas area there at BJ's without having to negotiate through that big triangle median they made there. And I got my gas for $2.98. Was it $2.88? $2.89 because it's $2.99 a gallon. It's like $3 1/4, $3.50 at a lot of places. When you got 38 gallons, even a dime a gallon cheaper is a big savings. So I definitely pick up my fuel there. And the BJ's, I mean the Buc-ee's, what a joke! I get to to Daytona, and go right past it. Just go right past it. And then it's only 30 or 40 miles in between two of them. The next one being St. Augustine. And went right past it. I don't know what happened. But that's crazy, because they have all these signs before you get there. What was good about going past them and everything yesterday is I was here in Jacksonville like lickety-split. I mean, because I didn't stop in video and spend an hour between the two of them. So I was here. I mean, once you get to Daytona, St. Augustine is next. And when you're in St. Augustine, you're in Jacksonville. That's a local day drive for thousands of people here. They go down to St. Augustine Beach, St. Augustine Historic District, and see all the stuff, which I will be visiting again with my new e-bike, and I will get all around that sucker. And I'll be bringing you guys some videos. I love the new e-bike, the EUY S4. It's a screamer. And I mean, you know, what a difference. I mean, the way you sit on it, I'm going to put my phone holder from the little e-scooter I have onto the handlebars that are the high-rise handlebars on that EUY bike. And I'll be getting some great videos to get around, including downtown Jacksonville here along Riverwalk, because I didn't do the Riverwalk on the downtown side yet. I only did it over on the south side where those big hotels are. So I didn't even really go to the more popular part of it. So lots of videos to come. And then after this month, and it's going to definitely be warming up around the country, I'll be hooking up the Crasher and traveling right down this 10, right out there to the west. And I'm going to see mountains again. I'm going to see desert again. I'm going to see Arizona. Who knows? Maybe all the way to California. I don't know. But I wanted to say this. This is what I wanted to talk about. Maybe I'll save it for the devotional, but I'll share it right now, and I'll put it in my devotional. When I was reading this morning's devotional, which I've read already, right after my feet hit the floor and I make my bed, it just seems to be so apropos every day. It just seems to be God is speaking to me. And I had some concerns and reservations about returning here with the eye thing like 48 hours from now. But I can see why and how that what things I didn't see or know of why it was good to come back. And I'll leave it at that because I want to save that for the devotional and talk about that a little bit more after I read the devotional this morning, which is just amazing. It really is. And if you don't have one of these yet, you must get it. Jesus Calling. And then I'm reading my Christ Healer book. It's very inspirational too. And then I have the Through the Bible in a Year, reading that as well. So filling my mind with good stuff and staying focused on positive is really benefiting health, my successes, my friendships. Everything is going on in my relationships, in my life, with everything, especially the good Lord. So if I can be any kind of an inspiration to you, I would promote that. Purge the negative and focus on the positive and crush it.